Welcome everybody, this is your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Strategic Command American Civil War. Welcome back to our Conquest of Mexico, my multiplayer YouTube match versus Old Crow Balthazor. And we're coming to our 17th turn of the US side, and it should be April 1847. And yeah, things are quite intense. We are seeing the battle around Tampico where we managed to push the enemy a little bit away from us, destroy one regular brigade, and we encircled one cavalry brigade. However, the situation is very tense and there is gaps that the enemy might abuse. So yeah, everything is always quite critical, and I'm absolutely excited to see how we are commencing with this one, how we're continuing. So let's waste not any time and get in together and watch the replay. Okay, the enemy runs into the ambush again. Maybe he thought I would be retreating. Oh, there comes a pioneer. Enemy opens up the pocket here. Well, our cav can retreat. Interesting. But I hope this brigade should have zero supply, at least had it. So I'm pretty hopeful that we might be able to destroy this brigade in the rainforest. Everything else would be surprising. Okay, we have Guadalcazar captured, we disrupted 5 MPP, that's gotten better, and Archduke Charles, one of Napoleon's fiercest opponents, dies in Vienna. Here we have some reconnaissance, so I really hope we can destroy this one. I feel like this should be possible, but we shall see. And yep, I guess as always we're gonna start off with the Conquest, because the Conquest of Mexico, this looks like a long one, but I'm happy to read it to you guys. Let's go, page 196. They had not advanced far when, turning an angle of the Sierra, they suddenly came on view with much more than compensated the toils of preceding day. It was that of Valley of Mexico, or Tenochtitlan, is more commonly called by the natives, which, with its picturesque assemblage of water, woodland and cultivated plains, its shining cities and shadowy hills, was spread out like some gay and gorgeous panorama before them. In the highly rarefied atmosphere of these upper regions, even remote objects have a brilliancy of coloring and distinctness of outline which seems to annihilate distance. Stretching far away at their feet were seen noble forests of oak, sycamore and cedar, and beyond yellow fields of maize and towering maguey, intermingled with orchards and blooming gardens. For flowers, and such demand for their religious festivals, were even more abundant in this populous valley than in other parts of Anuak. In the center of the Great Basin were beheld the lakes, occupying then a much larger portion of its surface than at present, the borders thickly studded with towns and hamlets, and in the midst, like some Indian empress with her coronal of pearls, the fair city of Mexico, or Mexico, with her white towers and pyramidical temples, reposing as it were on the bosom of the waters, the far-famed Venice of the Aztecs. High over all rose that royal hill of Chapultepec, the residence of the Mexican monarchs, crowned with the same grove of gigantic cypresses with at this day flaring their broad shadows over the land. In the distance, beyond the blue waters of the lake, and nearly screened by intervening foliage, was a shining speck, the rival capital of Texcoco, and still further on the dark belt of Porphyry, girding the valley around like a rich settling which nature had devised for the fairest of her jewels. Okay. I think it was about Tenochtitlan down here. And here Texcoco, I guess. Kind of interesting and fascinating. I had a class on Conquest or Encuentra of the Latin world by the Spanish a little bit, and we also talked about Tenochtitlan. And I didn't, to be honest, know that I think there were no wheels. Or were there wheels, or basically also no real animals that helped carrying stuff. So in the Latin world or in the American world, the people had to carry most of the transport, and therefore this was one of the main reason why such a big city like Tenochtitlan was settled at the lake, since the transport costs were pretty low, and the lake meant the water transport where you could bring in lots of supply from the surroundings that could actually feed such a huge city. Yeah, some side knowledge. I was quite fascinated by that one last time, so yeah. That's why. Alright, by the way, no attack here at Monterrey. That is maybe the enemy had also to lick his wounds, yeah. I guess we can always, with the preparation bonus, I will definitely attack here as well. So a quick look over here, yeah. And these guys, they are so hurt from the last time, I just hope that... Wow. Like the enemy has maneuvered himself in a really bad position here. We can deal tons of damage looking at it. At least it looks like it. Wow. And over here, I guess we've just reinforced, but I feel like after Tampico we may need to learn English. No pressure. Either you learn it or you're gonna be discriminated. Your choice. Alright, before we're flexing more, I think we can't flex more. Let's continue over here. Our cavalry hasn't arrived yet that we're bringing in, sad. Here we wanted to take quickly Ojo de Vaca, just for... And I think the main reason why I'm doing this, for map painting in the end, but also I don't need these forces right now here. And I do think, but this is not given with guarantee, that, or I'm pretty sure that it's like that, when the Apache unit that we ordered arrived, then if we have these areas occupied, we can use force march to march them through our territory, so they will be faster at the front line. I think this was my main intention in for these things. I think here we're gonna just secure San Elizaro, and here we're gonna march down as fast as possible, and here we... Actually not, we don't need the supply optimized, we rather push as far as possible. I really don't know when the enemy is gonna show up, I doubt here, to be honest. Actually, let's move one further even. Optimize on our speed. Yeah, we talked about it. It's gonna be interesting to see how many forces the enemy can actually mobilize to defend here Chihuahua properly. Since maybe it's also time to have a look at the reports again. We have 2 more units, and the enemy has a force here. He has a force here, and there were like at least 2 units also here around San Luis Potosí. So I doubt that there's a huge army awaiting for us. So I feel like it's gonna be hard on the enemy. Might have to transfer units from here to Chihuahua, which will also take time. And yeah, I don't know, maybe this is the indicator that nobody showed up, or that nobody showed up is an indicator this happened. But there's still quite a solid defense, I would say. Of course we could reinforce those guys, but I don't want to. I'd rather shoot one time. Yeah, because we don't have that much MPP, and I would like to buy further reinforcements, plus we have to fill up troops down here. That's why we're being quite conservative here. However, we dug them out, that's why there's a 3 damage promised to us. Move them out of the way. Nice. Exits deal some good damage. But we can retreat here. Maybe I did this not super smart in terms of... Yeah, this was... I don't want to move the regulars in here, I think. I don't know if this was so smart, since probably not, since I said, yeah, in terms of action point management, since I could bring in these regulars down here to attack one more time, it might be even decisive in destroying them. I'm indecisive. However, I think if I do that, I need to put up pressure on other fronts, since actually I do think the enemy might have withdrawn some units, since the number of brigades is pretty low. And if I go here, let's say we destroy this one, which is in reach, I would say. We have just 2 more brigades there. They have their prepared attack. That could be really hard for the regulars, and I definitely don't want to lose them. But let's say we put up... But at the same time, taking out 1 more brigade would absolutely benefit us too here, and put the enemy under enormous pressure. At least I think so. Okay, let's increase the pressure by moving up here to the river. Same here. Ah, that's good information that this unit is actually hurt. Okay, let's move in. Oh god, this was not good. 1. That's really not so nice. However, these guys are also hurt. That's how I why I have high hopes that we're gonna survive that one. And we also got one of the artillery shots out. I'm gonna rotate here between artillery and brigade, so we do have also some artillery fire on those guys defensively. Maybe let's just increase the pressure. Worst case, they have prepared attacks, which is nice. I mean, they get distracted attacking these. I just want the enemy know that we're here in numbers, and like okay, I've revealed our second Texas Ranger now too, but yeah, to make the decisions for the enemy even harder. That's the baseline idea over here. All right, who? I mean, 14 can be reinforced with 30 MPPs. We shall remember that, but I doubt we have it, or probably either we have it or we have to see. But as you saw, like now the enemy is moving down, units can't push here through here and he's getting ambushed here. This is a pretty neat spot here, and that's why I wanted to occupy it, because it is a traffic, one of the crossroads here, so it is highly important. And I'm happy that we managed to get this unit in here. All right, coming to the main front or the main point of interest, where we hopefully are able to deal tons of damage. Unfortunately, these regulars can't really be used this turn already. Question is who we want to attack. I think Tanto Yuka. I mean, yeah, taking out Tanto Yuka would probably, we would overtake them basically on the outer curve. Also having a supply up over here. Yeah, let's focus on Tanto Yuka actually. One shot on them. Reducing the entrenchment, giving a 1-5 here. Nice. Then we can move up, I think. Yeah, why not? Bringing in our next troops to help out here. So this means basically we're refraining from taking out these troops, to be honest, which is on the one hand really sad. On the other, it's tough decisions, guys. It's really sad that these guys can't get here anywhere. I mean, I wanted to take, definitely I'm taking, you know, the prepared attack. That's the huge advantage. That's why from Scott with level 10 and being next to them, that's the beauty. So definitely I want to deal a lot of damage over here. So this unit is being used for that. And now we can either go and destroy these guys. We can even think about using our CAF for that task, to be honest, despite its hard damage. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look and test it out. I mean, I can postpone the reinforcement of the cavalry over here. 5, I can at least check, yeah. Oh, god damn it. Ah, we can get here actually, so it's a good chance that we take them out. Oh, come on! Retreating even further. But revealing a little bit here the retreat of the enemy. And now I'm gonna move in these guys. Ah! It's not enough. It's not enough, unfortunately. This is really sad. This is really sad. But at least we can bring in our troops here. So I feel like the enemy's retreat is kind of given here. We unfortunately can't destroy them, but these guys here... Wait, I wanted to... I mean, using Scott here as a unit to actually encircle them would be... Nah, it's not worth it. Could make space here for these guys. But this is... Book spawn is unoccupied. I'm stuck in these easy, kind of potentially easy decisions. How's the supply? Basically over here, actually over here. I think here maybe I'm gonna go to Valles to increase our supply. And since I don't want to run into an ambush, and make us maybe a little bit more flexible to help out here, I underestimated the distances. Okay, I can't move one further up, so these ones would run out. Yeah, well, in worst case, we do have... Oh, we can bring them here. That's a good idea, actually. So we have support on Tatoyuka in case he reinforces this once again. All right, I mean, these guys here, this was interesting to see how easy the enemy brings them out. I mean, these are on the street, so no problem, but this would, like, moving here through the jungle, definitely takes extra moving points. What is actually said about it? +1, okay. But we are controlling here the jungle, and we are supposed to have excellent supply next turn, yep. So I feel like our situation is here really way superior, and the enemy has maneuvered here really in a bad situation. And our main target here should be right now for Scott to actually destroy the enemy forces, I think, or at least as many as we can on the retreat of the enemy. Ooh, interesting. Let's do some reconnaissance and scouting, I would say. Okay, Veracruz here. No enemy around. These guys I wanted to take to Cap Horn. It takes 6 turns, yeah, but it increased our raiding capabilities, and I think we don't need this frigate down here. This frigate here, I think I'm just gonna put to, or actually let's take the ship of the line, so it could take repairs next turn. You just protect Tampico for a bit, while these guys here, yeah. I think they should move as a group, since there is one gunboat of the enemy, and I don't want to lose one of mine for no reason. That's the main reason over here. Alrighty, then we have 246 left. Okay, there was nothing to do, and could get up. These are too expensive, and we could get a brigade just as reinforcement. But I wanted to save up for Marines also, right? It's tough sometimes. I'm definitely going to reinforce over here in Cadorce in this case, because we didn't have any other things to do. And actually, I think I'm gonna save them up, because the one brigade is not... Yeah, sure, would be helpful, but I'm rather buying... And we probably have tons of reinforcement next turn too, and I want to get really the Marines and an HQ on midterm to make us able to perform a landing somewhere at, historically speaking, Veracruz or wherever, to support our attacks. In general, the Marines seem to be a very fabulous unit in general. I don't know if there's any other objective that's really worth landing at than Veracruz. Maybe from the west, from the Pacific. Not really. Okay. But we're gonna save up the 200 this turn. And before we finish together, I was talking about it for a longer time, and we didn't really see it. So we can have a look. We killed already 5 units of the enemy. Oh. I didn't see it like that. Let's have a quick look at the graphs that I didn't check out yet. on the MPPs over time. So we collected 3,800 and we lost 3,200. So we're making a little bit of a plus, which is okay. Oh, what about the fighting spirits actually? I didn't even check them. 84 to 89%. We're doing well. We're doing well. Let's have a look at the enemy's MPPs. He collected 3,400 while losing 3,700. So I feel like we are definitely getting our... we can afford... We lost 3,200. The enemy did lose more. Oh, I thought in the war of attrition that the enemy had a little better rolls and so forth. But yeah, by killing off... The total losses probably make it up. And he collected 3,4, we collected 3,8, so we are a little bit richer. Wait a second, where's the collected income? 180? Why is the enemy's collected income so high? That's surprising. But we collect... that's ours, not the enemy's, sorry guys. Yeah. And this is probably New Mexico, right? And here is losing New Mexico, the Chino mine and so forth. Yeah, so we're on a good path, I think. We can continue like this, and the enemy can't afford like attrition warfare. This is also one of the reasons why I thought it might be a good idea to move in and show our presence here. And this is really, I feel like this could be turned into a drastic situation for the enemy. And I don't even know, I don't want to move up here anywhere. We're going to keep, he's not going to move in here. Great stuff. Okay guys, let's finish the turn together. I assume there won't be any further big events. Yeah, they're going to Cape Horn, to the Pacific. Typhus in Canada. Oh, that's sad. And we happily collect our MPP. And that seems to be it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Do you think it was a good idea to increase the pressure at Monterrey again? Or do you think we're going to see quite huge losses soon? Or is the enemy exhausted and drained out? I hope for the latter. Anyways, if you enjoyed it, it would be fantastic if you support me and also, of course, Balthazor with a like and a subscription to push our project while it costs you nothing. And yeah, you're going to find also a link to the first video of Balthazor series in the video description. Thank you so much for that. And of course, most importantly, see you next time in the next episode by your Strategy Wolf.